Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Loomis Family Adventures, Episode 2, BC, Before Catamaran. Here, I learn this week how to grab a mooring ball. The family eats at a table like normal people. Emma eats under the boat and reads a book in the water. She is so talented. We all are just a little bit jet lagged, so we take a nap and then go into the city and explore. All that coming up on this episode and more. I actually really like Tomislav's teaching. Basically, it is a brief rundown of what to do, very brief, more like here's a pole, there's the rope or line, grab it with this pole and attach it to the boat. And then he tells you everything you did wrong so you can learn. And I love that. It was great. We worked together well, and I had a blast learning from him.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it once I get under. It's funny. Okay.
Stick it in there.
Everything. I bet that's some cool footage.
Keeping on. We're the dreamers. We push through the darkness with all that we've got. We keeping on.
We arrive at a new place, so we do some exploring. We run across this church. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Kind of stands out. One of my favorite pastimes is photography, and I'm trying to get better at video. So as you can see here, my photo is great and my video is blown out. One thing to improve on. At this point in the trip, Ella has been a little under the weather, and it is also 15 degrees unseasonably warm. So she is suffering a little bit here and is a trooper. So we stop and get some gelato. We shop a little bit more after this, but she is still not feeling well, so we take her back to the boat eventually. Before partaking in some yumminess and running across to Mamma Mia. Back at the boat, Tomislav tells us about a awesome fish restaurant that is off the beaten path. So when we make it back to the island after dropping Ella off, Emma, Laura, and I find this restaurant where there's a cat in a pot. I won't review this restaurant too much because later in the video, the girls, that is Laura and Emma, review it. But I loved it. It was amazing. It's probably one of the better meals that I've had. That's an iconic mini. Mini Cooper.
Look, they got their heads lopped off.
Yes, they did. Off with their heads.
Filled up a little bit.
What?
Filled up a little bit.
Well, this was all full when we came in. I assure you, Em and I are not making fun of nuns. But before we came on this trip, we did watch the horror movie, Nuns. And we take plenty of opportunities to rib each other at the overwhelming number of nuns we see here. Watch out.
The nun is gonna get you. Dun, 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 dun. They're so mean. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah, right?
They got 8 arms in there. They happen to do it just right.
Half of it, I think, the painted room. I still think it's weird that it doesn't hang off the edges of the river. It's from The Conjuring, the last one. It's a video.
Hi. This is my girl Emma over here.
I'm alive.
We're in Croatia. We just had the most delicious fish ever. They brought the
Flounder.
entire fish to the table. We picked out which one we want, and then they throw it on the grill, season it up, and then they bring it over and fillet it and debone it and serve it to you.
They cook it and then they debone
Well,
it.
yes.
It's really
I said
interesting.
they throw it on the grill.
Oh yeah.
That would imply that they cook it. And it was yum, yum, yum. Wow, look at that beautiful sunset. You can only see the light of it, but it's beautiful. People are swimming with their dogs over here. People are walking and going out to eat. This is the time when the sun goes down that everybody eats here. So we went and ate early so we could get a table. Otherwise they would be completely booked. And the marina is starting to fill up here. It was pretty empty when we got here.
Yeah, it was like 6 or 7 boats, right? Yeah, I don't even know where ours is at this point.
I think it's over there somewhere. Tom went to go take dinner back to the captain and Ella, who isn't feeling well. And we are going to go get some gelato.
Every, 15 minutes the church bells go off?
Seems like it.
And then, I think it's like the beginning of every hour, 15 minutes in.
But only a couple of dings. It doesn't ding
It's not like a huge,
like a grandfather clock dings.
yeah. It's really interesting though because they don't all ding at like the exact same time, so you hear like 10 different bells in every direction.
This is the first island that we haven't seen 5 million cats too.
Yeah, this is true. Well, that second one wasn't.
No, there was lots of cats, both islands.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the only one. Seems to have it under control.
It's interesting. They're very cute, very friendly cats though. So.
And here comes Tom in the dinghy. Here comes the dinghy and the dinghy.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Just kidding. Love you, honey. We should help him tie up.
Yeah. Lots of sea urchins and sea cucumbers here.
There's no place to tie up over here.
Meet you down there? Yeah. Okay.
After that amazing meal, I head back to the boat with the dinghy and drop off food for Tomislav and Ella, who's still not feeling very well. Partake in some gelato for the second or third time for the day, and then it is dark and we head back to the boat. On the way, we hear a really strange noise that seems out of place until we realize they are doing their own version of a drive-in like we did back in the day. On a wall, you can barely see it. If you look, you could probably pick it up.
It's much nicer out there.
Yeah, so if you could circulate the air from outside.
Now, if you've made it this far in the video, you may be asleep. Or maybe you really like this content. If you do, consider liking and subscribing, hitting the bell so you get notified of future videos. And if you'd like to support us directly, consider becoming a Patreon member. Join us next week when we explore a church that is being remodeled. Ella and I snorkel and run across a super cool eel.
Do you see that, Mom? The glowing thing over there? Oh, I think it's the hole in the roof. Oh, this has to go. This is so cool.
Wow.